Hey guys, we're here at the Buddha Room with Henrik Linder for Dirty Loops. Just started the tour.
Yes.
Should we talk about the tour first?
Yeah, we had one gig. It was good.
You were great in Copenhagen.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a really nice audience, and it was a nice gig.
What can you expect from the tour? Like what coming to the show tonight?
It's just a lot all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Expect like a dip, like a fatigue for the audience mid through, and then like maybe pick it up when it's like the songs you recognize the most.
Okay, yeah. So it's simple sing along Bob Dylan songs. All day. Yeah. No, but you brought your signature bass. This is like the prototype of the team build from Temperament, Anders Mattisson Basses.
Yeah. I already banged it up.
Yeah, you've had it for 1.5 years or something like that.
Yeah, so actually, like it makes sense that I banged it up a little bit.
Yeah. It deserves to be a little bit banged up.
Yeah.
Can you, if you say like the Henrik Linder signature model, what is like what you like the most on this bass?
It's really easy to play, and it's also sound-wise. We did a couple of builds, me and Anders, or like he built them, of course. And I said like, I don't really know much about bass building, and I don't even really. I know the woods now because it told me from a paper, but. Yeah, it's basically, like that I describe like, oh yeah, I like this and I don't like this. And then he comes up with something, and like the brown bass I've been having forever, this is based on that one. And it's very close. And for the tours, I wanted to have one with a maple neck for a different sound. So this is more slap friendly, I guess.
Okay.
And also the finger playing sounds a little different because of the maple neck. And and also like when it's the Venji neck, which also is available, it sounds very similar to the one I've been using for a very long time.
So what do you think is the difference between the maple neck, maple fingerboard and the Wingate? When you're saying that this is more slap friendly, what is the Wingate really good at, and what is?
I think the notes are more articulated on a maple fretboard, and it just, I don't know, like it has the maple sound. Like I think all maple instruments kind of has a certain, the wood sounds a certain way, and I think it's a really nice sound for like whenever there's like shorter notes and more staccato thing. And I think the Venge is like if you want to have the more legato thing, and like it has a warmer sound, and this has a punchier sound, like I would say. So, but this one sure is punchy.
So, first thing that kind of jumps out is obviously those weird frets, the two Temperament frets. Can you explain, like in simple layman words, what it actually does?
Yeah, it makes now we'll see if I actually tune this also. Like there's a kind of some videos where I explain this and like, it makes these thirds and sixths be perfect in tune, and then I haven't tuned my bass. So, but if I tune this correctly, like this is, it's pretty good in tune. Like if you have an E chord, like it sounds, the guitar keys are like really good in tune. And then you hear like when I slide up, so it's kind of like full steer, like the ones in between, it's like this is a little bit of a wobble, but to my ears, like the off keys are still like more pleasant to my ears than with a normal one.
The dissonance on a normal one kind of gets really visible when you hear this. Like it's so obvious.
But I don't know. Like it's always, like it could never be perfect, I guess. But then again, it's also, I think it doesn't feel any different. And some days I wonder if it's placebo. But I mean, like you still hear that this is, like it doesn't vibrate much when you do that. So that's.
I wonder if you will notice it, like when you're playing only one note.
No, I don't know. Like maybe if it's like a third or something like that. Like that it's a higher register. But I doubt like if you play a D or a C down here, that's gonna make that much difference. Maybe it does. I don't know. I mean, people with really good ears will probably hear it. I don't have really good ears, so
you have really good fingers, though.
Yeah, they're okay.
But it makes sense. Is it difficult to play with the two temperament
No,
frets? It's like it looks very difficult, but you look like at ease.
When I picked it up the first time, I felt no difference whatsoever, and that was one of the. I didn't want to. I think I was old enough already then, but I didn't want to I want to try an instrument that has a completely different feel. So I actually don't feel any difference at all. It's just like a millimeter, like higher or lower, and the frets are kind of like still straight. So it's not. I think playing a fan fret is more of a difference.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I think
we had an argument about it before.
But I think at the same time, there's a lot of players being very used to playing fan frets.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's just like for me, it's more of like when I tried fan frets, it's more like, oh, where am I? Like but
so the body is Alder, and the neck and fingerboard is
maple, swamp ash maple.
Yes. Could you turn it around? Oh yeah. You could do this. Oh yeah. So this also leads to a.
What is this? Is this Venji?
Yeah, that's Venji. Good to know. Also, a disclaimer from Anders is that this is a prototype model where this will not be like the screws for the Team Build production version.
Yeah, I always get the trash in this.
But you're the test pilot. Yeah. So this is a new.
See how steady also the hold is, that you could turn it around and it doesn't move. It's probably not useful for anything, but it just.
But the thing, it looks really good on you, yeah.
But if you want to dampen the strings and still have the volume all the way around, you
that is a muted bass.
You can do it with your stomach, so it's awesome.
So Anders and you, I guess, invented a new.
That was all Anders.
That is all Anders.
I mean, like, most of the inventions are him. I'm just like a stupid person who says like, oh yeah, I want it to sound more like this, and it's like, okay, so I didn't invent anything.
Okay, but you just like it.
Yeah.
So
I think like when I got it the first time, this was already here. So this is all him.
Okay, so basically it's a mix between a bolt-on and a neck through, right?
Yeah.
Can you describe how that feels and what that does to the bass compared to a?
I think it has a little more sustain than a bolt-on, but it doesn't have as much sustain as a neck through. But I mean, it does have and also I think the neck is probably a little more. It doesn't move as much as a bolt-on also, so I don't have to. Or like Anders doesn't. I still don't know how to adjust necks, which is really embarrassing. But I don't have to do it that often.
No.
So that's a good thing. Like the neck is plays really nice, and yeah.
And the pickups are EMGs.
Yeah. So they're like in single coil now, and then I can pull. And then it's. So this is like the bass totally straight. So both mics on full on, and EQ is totally flat now.
Okay.
And then if you boost a little bit, bass and treble. Then for finger. Yeah, it has a pretty fat B string, and then like if you pull it into humbucker mode, it will. Now the volume will go up a little bit. And then here's the neck pickup. Yeah, I can turn off off. Like now I'll actually put the bass down too.
Yeah.
And then only bridge in humbucker. Yeah, it's like a bridge sound. Here I would actually add a little bass, I guess. Yeah, and those are like some of the sounds of the bass. So
that's really cool. What, when you're playing with the loops, I imagine that you have a lot of different settings. But if you have like your
on the bass, it's like usually it's flat and single coil, and in some of it's flat. And I put the the reason why I want this is you could. We had a debate of like if we wanted to like when it switched to humbuckers, that it's gonna be like the same volume, and I didn't want that because whenever I played the jazz gigs, you know, in small clubs and stuff like that, this was like a booster and a solo booster that like added more mid that I just went from like the normal, and then like when I take the solo, you get the honkier sound.
Yeah.
And this is the sound I use for like, and coffee breaks over and stuff like that. So I use it on some songs, the humbucker for this. But in different settings, it's also I do it the other way around, and I play neck pickup and humbucker, and so it has a few different options with that. So I like that, but. I don't know, like, since it's my signature, I wanted to have it wired that way.
Sure. It's your right to have
it's my right.
to have that. Thank you for showing us.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's fantastic, and I can't wait to grab the bass. Obviously, this was a prototype. We are getting the Team Build production basis within some weeks, and Anders promised me that this prototype sounds more or less the same as the ones that are coming out fresh from the factory.
Yeah, but that I know that they do because I played them. So.
Oh yeah, so you know already. Yeah.
So I played the ones that are built as well, and it's just the main difference with sound is like if there's maple neck or Venji.
Yeah.
So those are going to sound different from each other, of course. But so like the maple necks will sound almost exactly as this one. So.
I'm super excited to try them out.
Oh, cool.
And finally, it has been
it's been a long time
journey.
coming. Yeah. I'm also really excited about them hitting the market. So that's good. So like if you enjoy this, so please check them out.
Yay! Thanks, Henrik.